Let's look at 4 female pronouns. Now before we start, let me say this. My students have lots and lots of trouble with these 4 words, and I completely understand. I mean, they're very, very similar. Look at lay, la, and say. They're all 2 letters long. They have 1 vowel, 1 consonant. The meanings seem somewhat similar. So if you struggle with this a little bit, don't feel bad. That's very, very common. Okay, let's go through. I'll say it and you guys repeat it. A she and she is a she and she is a lay to her lay to her lay. La is her and her is la. La is her and her is la. Say herself say. Say herself say. Now, how are we going to remember that ella is she, like she speaks Spanish? Well, there's a little song. Ella, she is a, she, and she is a, she is a. That's from the Daylight Coming, I Want to Go Home. And if you've seen the movie Beetlejuice, that's kind of a part of that movie. It's a cute movie. So A is she. How are we going to remember lay is to her? Well, let's pretend I've got a can of Lay's potato chips or a bag of Lay's potato chips, and somebody says, "Hey, what are you going to do with that Lay's potato chips bag?" And I'm going to give it to her. Okay, so lay is to her. Another way to remember it: a girl goes to Hawaii. Okay, and she gets off the plane in Hawaii, and they give a lay to her. Okay, so lay means to her, and ella means she. Now, la is her and her is la. Hold it, Mr. Holt. You said la means the. You said there are 4 words for the. El, la, los, and las. Well, la does mean the, but it also means her. All right, how are we going to remember that? Well, let's think back. Lo means him. We talked about, wow, that was a really low thing for him to do. Everybody say that. That was a really low thing for him to do. Now, if lo means him, like lo tengo, I have him. Lo veo, I see him. What does la mean? Well, if lo means him, la means her. Okay? Say is herself. Herself is say. Here's the way I remembered it. What does she have to say for herself? Herself is say. Take it down now. What does she have to say for herself? Herself is say. Remember, me llamo Pete is my name is Pete. Como te llamas? How do you call yourself, or what's your name? And la chica se llama Maria. The girl calls herself Maria, or the girl's name is Maria. So say is herself.